This is TomoNews for Wednesday, March 14th. Stephen Hawking has passed away. Scientist Stephen Hawking, one of the world's most brilliant and beloved scientific minds, died this week. He was 76. Born at the height of World War II in 1942, Oxford, England, Hawking demonstrated potential for science as a youngster but struggled with reading. In 1958, with the help of some friends and his maths teacher, Hawking built a makeshift computer from scraps and spare parts. 4 years later, his education went full Oxbridge after he graduated from Oxford University and joined Cambridge University as a doctoral student. In 1963, doctors told him he'd be dead by 1965 after diagnosing him with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. Obviously, that was false. ALS slowly tears apart the brain's ability to control muscles over decades. Most get the ailment in their 50s and 60s. Hawking got it at 22. But where many would fall, the physics wunderkind persevered, becoming Dr. Hawking and later Professor Hawking. As the disease progressed, Hawking lost the ability to walk, as well as write and draw with his hands, and then his speech soon left him. Hawking retreated inward, visualizing his work in his mind, drawing on geometry to see equations. Physicist Werner Israel likened him to Mozart for this. He's best known for his work on black holes, synthesized speech, as well as popularizing science with the public through his best-selling book, A Brief History of Time. A biography of Hawking writes he'd like to be known as a scientist first, popular science writer second, and, in all the ways that matter, a normal human being. More reasons to glue your face to the screen. Hey Netflix addicts, if your Netflix algorithm is starting to show you the same predictable shows and genres, here's the hack you've been waiting for. It sure can be annoying going through the same old suggested content. Don't worry though, Netflix actually has a set of secret codes that allow you to unlock the hidden show and movie categories. To utilize the codes, you need to enter them into the URL manually. So, for example, you want to browse B horror movies, replace the insert number at the end of the URL with the code 8195. Are you a martial arts movie junkie? Simple. Just type in the code 8985. There, Master Netflix sure knows the way. Voila! A whole new way to access new shows that you can binge watch and always keep that algorithm guessing. Oh, and the codes work for all regions of Netflix, so how awesome is that? Waitress gets scholarship after helping senior citizen. A waitress at a Texas Waffle House is getting a $16,000 scholarship after she did something awesome. Diner Adrian Charpentier had just come out of surgery and was having a hard time cutting up his ham. That's when 18-year-old waitress Yvonne Williams went out of her way to help him. She cut up his food and got back to work. But that act of kindness was snapped by diner Laura Wolf and shared to Facebook. Before Williams knew it, she was a social media hero and got a scholarship from Texas Southern University for her kind act. Williams was working at the Waffle House to pay for college. Looks like that plan worked out big time. United shoves dog in overhead bin and it ends badly for the pooch. United knows how to treat its customers. A dog passed away on a United Airlines flight from H-Town to the Big Apple on Monday after a flight attendant ordered the animal to be shoved into an overhead bin. Witnesses said the woman's dog carrier was sticking into the aisle, so a kind, thoughtful United flight attendant told her to stow the carrier and her pooch in the overhead compartment. During the flight, other passengers said they heard the dog barking. Unfortunately, after arriving in New York, it was no longer barking because it died. The dog's owner responded by collapsing to the ground in the aisle and bawling her eyes out. United apologized on Tuesday and said it's paying for the dog's necropsy and is refunding the tickets. Aw, how sweet. It also noted that pets should never be put into the overhead storage compartment. Well, almost never. Eyes on the sky. Some parts of the U.S. may get a rare glimpse of the northern lights as a solar storm fires up the planet's auroras this week. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has forecast that a minor geomagnetic storm will hit Earth from March 14th to 15th. Solar winds from the sun's coronal hole are set to stream out into space and cause a slight disturbance to our planet's geomagnetic field. Charged solar particles interacting with the Earth's atmosphere results in an amplified display of the aurora borealis, or northern lights. The storm allows the lights to be visible in lower latitude areas like Michigan and Maine in the northeastern U.S. It's also expected to have a minor impact on power grids and satellite operations. Over the weekend, several news outlets inaccurately warned of a massive solar disturbance that can cause power outages, prompting some to panic. In response, the NOAA Space Prediction Center claims the storm, known as G1, is the lowest severity on a scale of 5 and shouldn't be cause for concern.